Hello, good people. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Firstly, I would like to just say thank you so much for the support that you have shown the channel in the year 2022. I appreciate the engagement, the sharing of the video, and I hope the love continues as I embark on 2023, engaging about the local film industry, prioritizing South African content, but also rooted in celebrating African content unapologetically. And I think for the first video of 2023, I would like to start by sharing some film and TV predictions of the South African industry. Before we get into the video, let me just do a young intro. Let me not assume that everyone knows my name. I am BT Africa, and I live for talking about local content. I think predictions for South African TV and film, I know a lot of creatives have spoken about this. What they usually say is that South African TV can't afford genre. But I think going in 2023, I think we're gonna see broadcasters, streaming platforms really invest into different genre. This just means that genre is expensive, like for instance, sci-fi. Like, we can't afford to be out there bashing cars and bombing cars, lots of them. You know, we haven't gotten to that point as an industry, but look at me say as an industry involving myself. We haven't gotten to that point in the industry where, you know, we can do like sci-fis and whatnot. However, when you look into productions such as Blood Psalms, like, I think that is just showing us that, you know what? I think the industry is willing to give creators who dare to dream, who dare to be different, who dare to experiment, an opportunity. And I think it's also then saying to young creators that whatever idea you have and whatever you think is missing in South African television, I think this may possibly be the time where they are quite receptive to hearing your concept out. So please do visit all the channels and streaming platforms websites. They usually just have a way and a platform in which you could just send your pitch in and hopefully just get in the room, and who knows, you may just give us a show with a genre that we've never seen before. I think regarding film, we are going to have hopefully a bit more content than the rom-com. I think we've done the rom-com route, and I'm glad that we're establishing ourselves well, and I'm glad we are seeing even mainly black characters be in love and all of that, and even other races. That we're really doing comedy. Well, not too much comedy. I think comedy is a genre that can still grow within the South African film industry. But I'm also looking forward to action, guys. I wish we could do actions. I wish we could have streaming platforms that invest in the time and the preparation that is needed for like action films. Imagine an industry, in the South African industry, where actors are given 2 months to rehearse and they're getting paid. It's part of the process, it's part of the filmmaking process, and then it's rehearsals, and then it's the actual shooting. I think if we go through that direction, we are definitely gonna create some meaningful films. I think also going forward, I do know a broadcaster has spoken about the fact that they are doing away with telenovelas, but I think there's still a bit of room for telenovelas. I'm not sure what you think. Do you think local South African audiences and people in South Africa who watch South African content are really open to having more telenovelas, or we could just do something different? What are your thoughts? I also then think even with the telenovelas, we could go a different route, a bit more daring. So I really hope they're not out there censoring the people who come and pitch, because sometimes people pitch the stories that we deserve, but those with money decide otherwise. So I'm truly hoping a little bit more experiments regarding telenovelas. I'm hoping for more series. I think most platforms are really gonna be bringing local series. I do know of a few that are shooting, so hopefully we'll get to even speak to the people in the production just to find out how they went about creating the content. And I think we are getting to a point where hopefully even the stars are well taken care of. I think it's a communication that some artists have spoken about and have communicated that, guys, we want to be treated certain ways. So hopefully that becomes a reality. Hopefully a bit of structure regarding remunerations, royalties. Those are still conversations that I think most South African crew and artists and talent are having, asking that, you know, actors deserve remuneration, and also crew, and the writers, developers, and creators. And so hopefully this 2023 marks the year where it really does change and transform, you know, the South African television and film industry for the better. And I'm also very keen on hearing your predictions. What do you think and what do you hope to see happening within the South African film and television industry? Do you speak to me at PT Africa on every social media platform? Thank you so much for honoring me with your time. Please subscribe, because we want to be monetized, and I'm not being unapologetic about asking for that. So please subscribe, it's free. And yeah, thank you so much for honoring me with your time. I truly mean it. We have an impeccable 2023.